what steps can HR leaders take within their organization to humanize the work experience? And how can they measure it, as well?
Yeah. First and foremost is acknowledge it, that this is your greatest path to power and performance. It's not going to come from diminishing the human. It's going to be coming from unleashing that potential in the human. And so not only does the HR professional have to, it has to be believed across the entire organization, leadership team, especially the C-suite, if you're an organization large enough to have a C-suite. They have to understand that humans are what's driving the value in every single organization, not just the cost. They are the value. They are the source of the value, 90+% of source of value. So in order to do that, you have to meet people where they are and say, okay, I know CEO, you grew up in this environment and you're used to just driving performance metrics, but let's just look at how that's gone. That's one of the things I say to the audience is, like, how are we doing? Not great. We have been driving people into dust for decades now, and we seem to be doubling down on it at times. When you look at opportunities, you look at how well we did in the pandemic. That's what I keep reminding folks of. That was a flying blind situation that nobody knew it was going to happen week to week. We sent our people home. We shipped them computers if they didn't already have one. We checked in on them. We sent them meals. We sent them gift packages. We said, are you okay? It gave them agency and autonomy, and they performed. Actually, we had a 1% increase in engagement in that first year. Now, of course, that got pulled into burnout because people were working too many hours. But look at the power of trusting your people and providing psychological safety and giving them autonomy and letting them feel that agency. That should be what we're all looking to do without the stress of a pandemic. And that's the only real good data I have on that at that scale. But we really did well when you look back, and we really did well.
Yeah, agreed. And I guess that a challenge for HR, or an opportunity for HR, is to scale this approach across the people managers within the organization. Because as you rightly said, HR can only do so much, but it's how do we get this out to people managers that actually this is the way to drive success for the organization, but also success for the people that you're managing as well.
Yeah, and that's one of the things we need a large scale rethinking of leadership, and HR can be part of that as well. And particularly in some organizations, it's really the middle management where they get stuck because they're used to being unquestioned experts and subject matter experts. And now they're finding they're not, and they're finding it overnight sometimes, and they're frustrated. And so they're doubling down on demand sometimes that's when they might really need their HR partner to say, hey, wait a minute. Let's think about how you're leading your team. Let's think about your approach right now. Is it really getting the results that you want? And how can I help you rethink this so you really unleash the potential of the collective intelligence you have across your team now, which is more diverse than it was, a year or two ago.
In this series, we will be speaking to a range of senior leaders who are pushing a data-driven and digital HR agenda. Make sure that you subscribe via your podcast app of choice and also via our YouTube channel for free and regular interviews with the digital HR leaders of the future.